Hello, my name is Nikki from Dorky Gamer TV, and welcome to my first official podcast. No, I don't have any super awesome technology for this podcast. It's basically going to be me talking about some of the recent news as of late. I would like to say welcome to those of you who have subscribed to me and those of you who are new here. Hello, how are you doing? Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to follow me on all of my social medias. They are down in the description, as well as all of my new stuff. If you want to find me on TikTok and Snapchat, I'll also be adding those in the description as we go along and once I reevaluate the situation. Now, full disclaimer, the thumbnail was created on postmywall.com. It is a pretty cool format that I'm going to be using throughout my podcast days. I haven't set up an official schedule yet because I'm in college and have a job, so just appreciate it as it comes along because it is going to be very important. If you can also see in the thumbnail, I have my Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok down there. You guys can just look those up and follow me there. I am also on Twitter now, so I have all kinds of social medias that you can follow me on, but I'll put everything down below. Now, again, full disclaimer, to not send any hate to anybody I mentioned in this video. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things, not focusing on one particular subject, but I'm going to be covering a lot of different things in this subject. Because it hits very close to home to me, and I think that it is very important we talk about it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube specifically attached to this individual, and if you can tell, I'm sure you are all aware of the YouTuber Ancien. Is that how you say his name? Ancien? Onion? I don't know. But he has become a very viral sensation over the past couple of weeks. And Chris Hansen has gotten involved. So let's talk about him in just a second. But I would like to, again, full disclaimer, do not send any hate to Ancien or anybody involved in this story. This is literally just me talking. Because so many people have covered it, I have become obligated because it is in my Facebook, Twitter, it's everywhere. So, to begin this podcast, I am going to be posting at least one podcast episode per week. I have not set up an official schedule yet, but I am going to start doing that as soon as I can. I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I will also be talking about in my second podcast episode. Just basically talking about what I've been doing with my life and all that stuff. I also decided to start streaming again, so when I get that up, I will be putting everything in the description once I get everything set up. Now, to begin this story, I don't know how to talk about Ancien. I have never watched any of his videos. I just think he sucks. Like, just as a person, I think he's crazy. But this man has been on YouTube since 2009, and it is already 2019. It's like we're like 23 days away from Christmas, and he just... I found a wonderful little thing on theblaze.com. I was looking, apparently this YouTuber has had a complete and utter meltdown. He's going crazy, and it's just absolutely insane. But there has been a lot of different stories surrounding this guy, and it kind of reminds me of the Predator who was on YouTube not too long ago. Austin Jones, I believe, was his name. Austin Jones, who pled guilty for child pornography back in like February of 2019. YouTube and social media has become a wonderful place for predators like Ancien and Austin Jones to completely use their fame and their looks and their personalities to prey on younger women or, females in general or little kids. And that's the one thing that I hate about YouTube. That's why I come and go as much as I do, because I don't get it. I don't understand why people use their fame on YouTube to get their things that they desire. I don't understand it. So, you know, it seems that YouTube has become a place for, people like on Onesion or Onion or Onsen. I don't care what his name is, but he has become the biggest story in the past month or so. I don't know much about this story because like I said, I don't watch him on YouTube. I never have. Um, there's a lot of people who have been on YouTube for quite some time, like, PewDiePie, Trisha Paytas, James Charles, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, even a lot of different types of YouTubers out there who don't use their fame to get what they want. This guy is in his mid-30s, right? Boasting over 2 billion views and many, many subscribers with, multiple channels, and is now under the microscope for being a child predator. Now, if Chris Hansen gets involved in things like this, then you have a problem. As everybody knows, Chris Hansen did To Catch a Predator back in the late 2000s, and then did Hansen versus Predator. And then, it's become insane. There's a lot of controversy, too, about YouTubers using their fame on many YouTube platforms and, having a lot of clout, faking breakups, faking weddings, pregnancies, illnesses for views. And it is really fucking pathetic that people like me who aren't YouTube famous, and I never intend to be, I never intend to use this platform to have money. I don't see myself doing that. But I can see myself as somebody that this hits close to home with me. Because growing up, I did get sexually abused and, molested and hurt by a lot of the people that I called my family. And yet here I am, 25 years old, and I don't get why people use YouTube as a way to get famous. YouTube never used to be like that. It was just small platform where you could look at cats getting scared by little things and just music and things like that. No one can say for sure, other than people that are involved, that these events really happened. And I think that's something that nobody understands is, do you really know what happens to somebody behind closed doors if you don't see it for yourself? Going into extensive detail. I don't see why he would even use his platform to become a predator. There have been a lot of different videos going into extensive detail about this guy, and I'm not going to go into that because I don't feel like reading and doing my research. But I just want to talk about how all the social media platforms have become a place for child predators to eat their way into DMs. And that's why they're going to be changing the state of YouTube after January 2020, which I completely agree with. Too many kids are getting hurt. Too many people are getting hurt. Too many people depend on fame to get them out of trouble. Nobody on YouTube understands that you cannot use your fame to get the shit you want. I don't know how many times I'm on YouTube and I see all of these different videos about controversies, and it's just like, come on. Like, we're all adults. If you're going to be on YouTube to be a child predator, we've already had one of these. But apparently his Patreon has been banned, and he is now making no money, and literally has nowhere to turn because now the FBI and Chris Hansen are not involved. I don't know if he's going to get arrested, but I hope he has some kind of punishment for this, because child predators need to be stopped no matter what. As speaking from somebody who's been down that road before, child predators need to be stopped. And I think it's safe to say that nobody's safe. Not even the people on YouTube that have been on the platform for 10 plus years. And it's really sad to say the least, because people like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson have had a lot of controversy, especially as of late. And then you go and have Mr. Onion here, who thinks that grooming children is a way to keep their mouth shut because you're famous. Eventually that stuff's going to come out. And I think that's something nobody understands. At the time, it may seem like it's really, really, really cool, but it's not. Nobody deserves that. And like I said, I'm not going to go into extensive detail about it because a lot of YouTubers have already done that, but I think he has gone off the deep end. I've seen some of his recent videos, and I'm going to tell you, he's gone full on ape shit. And I honestly think he is faking his mental breakdowns as a way to get sympathy because he's fucked. I really do. And I'm going on no filter because I don't think that anybody, any child on YouTube is safe. I wish there was a way that we could keep predators off of YouTube, but unfortunately it's something that is real and something that happens. With him being on YouTube for a fucking decade, and for him to completely use a woman and think that grooming a child is okay, it's not. He's gone completely off the rails crazy, and honestly, I think it's his way to cope with the fact that he's screwed up. This hits close to home with me because I went through this when I was little. And it's just gotten completely insane. There's so much crap being talked about this guy on Twitter and YouTube, and he's lost everything because of his own actions. He needs to be stopped. He needs to be removed from YouTube, period. He doesn't need to be on YouTube. He needs to be gone. He needs to be gone. a lot of famous YouTubers like Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, PewDiePie, Jeffree Star, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Tana Mojo, literally every single fucking YouTuber with more than 1 million subscribers, he is putting every fucking single one of them to shame. I'm sorry to say that YouTube is not a platform for you to sexually predatorize minors for your own sexual gain. I think that's disgusting. And I hope he gets some kind of reprimand from that, because he doesn't belong on YouTube. He's putting everybody in danger and putting everybody who's been on the platform forever to shame. I don't get it. I don't get how social media now has become a live stream full of predators preying on innocent people, using their fame to get what they want. I think that's disgusting. I'm not going to give this man the time of day and continue to watch his videos, because I just think he's fucking insane. But I am going to talk about it because it is something that is very, 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 very difficult. I think that those who groom little children and groom people under the age of 18, where their minds are not fully developed and they cannot give consent to let you abuse them, YouTube has lost all meaning. And I think that's something that we all should be worried about. So, Ancien, Onion, whatever the fuck your name is, if you ever listen to this, and I'm going to tell you right now, you deserve to be arrested. You deserve jail time. You deserve whatever you get, because you have lost everything. You will continue to lose everything until you turn yourself in and get the help that you need, because clearly you need some help. I won't be talking about this kind of thing on my channel again. But I will say that I'm happy that his Patreon got banned, because he was doing things he wasn't supposed to be doing. But I also hope he gets the help he needs, because clearly he needs the help. He's obviously got a lot of mental, physical, emotional problems that he can't fix on his own. But YouTube is not the place to portray your fame into getting little children into bed with you. That's not how it works. If you're in your mid-30s and prying an 18-year-old, you have a problem. It's not their fault, it's your fault. I'm sorry to be so angry. But this hits too close to home. And this has become a problem since the fucking Austin Jones incident back in February. YouTube is not a platform for predators, and I don't know why YouTube doesn't infiltrate and get his YouTube account taken down. I really wish it would, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who have already tried to make that happen. So with that being said, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I will be posting another podcast sometime next week, after I figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to try and level everything out, but I'm not going to make any promises. But once everything is set in stone, I will be posting another one. But thank you for listening to me rant. And I hope that this gets resolved soon. So everybody, thank you for listening, and I will see you all next time.